Hi, everybody. Again, thanks for the introduction. My name is Louis. I'm from Holo-Light. And yes, we are still in the field of augmented reality. And at Holo-Light, we develop software which enables the efficient usage of augmented reality in industrial scenarios. I want to show you a problem that we usually have in augmented reality and that we realized a few years ago. So if you look through the industry, through different use case scenarios, you identify lots of inefficiencies when it comes to the comparison of the real and the virtual world. And augmented reality delivers in several use case scenarios opportunities to solve this. So far, so good. But the big problem that we identified is basically that you need to enable a good AR experience. And we developed technology which enables this. We have three parts which perfectly fit together and which have the chance to overcome the challenges in AR. On the left side, you can see the remote rendering. So if you are in augmented reality, you usually work with smartphones or smart glasses. And they are limited in performance because they are not connected to a huge server infrastructure. They are mobile devices. But the problem is obviously that you cannot visualize huge amounts of data, which you definitely have in industry. And that's why we have an approach to outsource computing power to local servers with a low latency to enable a real-time experience. And this way, we are able to visualize 50 times more content than usual. And that's definitely a lot. Furthermore, if you outsource the whole application, you can run basically the technology and the application on all devices. So it's cross-platform. Second, the collaboration is very important. It's nice to work alone, but if you can do it with others, with partners, customers, it definitely brings a lot of benefits. And here's important to have persistent AR content, which means that if I see a hologram here, it's important that the other person sees the same hologram at the same time in the same position. And the third one is the interaction. So every one of you who has tried a Microsoft HoloLens has experienced that the hand gesture is quite uncomfortable. If you've used a VR headset, you've realized, okay, controllers, not that nice. There are gloves. There are several kinds of solutions out there, but that there's not a unique platform which is able to offer you a high level of precision. But this is necessary in industry. And that's why we developed our own tracking technology based on artificial intelligence. And with a partner university, we implemented it into a hardware product. We are still doing software. The partner does a hardware product, which is a pen. And with this pen, you are able to interact on a high level of precision, 1 to 2 millimeter, which is 10 times more than you can usually do. So that's the technology. And now we come to the use case side. I'll show you one example from the prototyping area. Here we have a solution called HoloView. It's a 3D CAD tool where you can upload your 3D files, and especially customers from the automotive industry, from the manufacturing industry are using this tool to visualize their 3D content, to, for example, put a virtual engine in a real chassis to see does it match, does it fit. Obviously, you have several features like slicing through it, like rotating it, and here our technology is integrated. So usually you can visualize CAD files which have like a few megabytes, but it's just a fact that usually files are bigger. And with our tool, with remote rendering, you are able to visualize much more content. So you do not have to invest a lot of time in reducing holograms, which obviously takes time and costs. You can do it directly. You can do it in a collaboration mode, so together with others. And if you then add also the third component of putting out detailed things with a pen, then you have a really good AR experience. I'll show you a video so that you get a better idea of how this could look like in a sales meeting. So obviously, the upload process has to be very simple, and this is where our technology is also working pretty good. It's easy to use out of the box. And in this case, if you have a sales meeting, obviously you have files which need to look nice, huge amounts of data, and you can set up a meeting very easily, show your content to your customer, but obviously also to a partner. And this does not have to be just in sales. It can be in prototyping. It can be in any kind of similar scenario. And it does not have to be only CAD files. It can also be simulation files. Here we work with BASF, where they want to enrich the customer experience by showing them over several time steps how does a file move if it gets hot, when does it melt. So there's lots of opportunity in the market here. HoloView is, because of the fact that we are using remote rendering, the strongest visualization tool that you have in augmented reality. And this is definitely a USP and something which makes it unique and which also helps us to further develop this technology. But it does not have to be only, our use cases are only not limited to visualization. Here we have a training scenario where we also work with BASF to show employees how to maintain or how to exchange a part on a flange. And obviously they get step-by-step instruction. They have a trainee-trainer scenario, so also multi-user mode, and all of the technology is integrated here. We also do this in the energy sector together with Westnet's innogy subsidiary. We are also developing a training scenario, and here it's also same scenario, huge amounts of content usually, and now very simple to set up. Our hardware input device that is created on the AI technology is called Holo Stylus, and with Holo Stylus we started an early adopter program. Shipment is end of this month. And here we co-develop with huge customers, like for example Microsoft, scenarios where they can use the pen, for example, in measurement to measure things very precisely and create 3D content, obviously design and much other things. Our business model is obviously we have technology that we can set up on a project base with customers to test it, to identify new user pain points and scenarios. But the scaling comes definitely with the partners and the rollout. And here we have lots of good partnerships with companies like PTC. We talk to companies like Autodesk because they have also the capability to roll it out to a company with 10,000 or 20,000 people, which is difficult for a startup. And in the end, it's a license model. We have luckily got lots of traction over the last years. So we were one of the first companies developing on Microsoft HoloLens and similar headsets. We went through accelerator programs, Plug and Play in Stuttgart and Tech Founders in Munich. And we developed lots of POCs and sold licenses. And this year we won 2 awards. One is called the Augie Award. You should check it out because it's really fancy. Yeah, German Innovation Award. I will come to an end. We are 35 people. We are looking for people who want to invest, who want to use our technology, and we're just right over there. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.